Hello everyone. I'm so excited to be here. So happy to meet you. My name is Sapir Cohen. I was in captivity 55 days. My story begins 6 months before the captivity. I felt that something very bad will happen to me. And I didn't know why I feel like that, because I didn't know. During the time, I felt that maybe I have a very bad disease in my body and I just need to discover it. I decided to go to many doctors and I did all the possible tests. One of the doctors told me, yes, you have a virus in your body, and this virus can even be dangerous. But it's not dangerous as your feelings. I didn't believe this doctor, and for the first time in my life, I decided to pray. I was looking for a prayer for complete recovery, and one day a prayer appeared in my Instagram. It was a chapter in Tehillim. And they wrote there that if you read it for 30 days, you will be healthy and miracles will happen to you. So I'm saying, it's a great deal. This is what I want. And I decided to read this chapter, and I read it every day, 30 days. And the last day was the October 7th. After 2 weeks, I remember the prayer, and it's very surprised me because all my life I needed to cheat in the history exams because I couldn't remember, and now I remember even words that I don't understand their meaning. On the last week, the kidnapping week, it was the first time that I say this prayer and I noticed to the words that I'm saying. And this prayer is not related to medicine, it's related to war, and God saved me from these enemies. And I'll say why I pray this, it's not what I wanted. And I remember that I asked myself from which war I praying to be saved. On October 7, I understood the meaning of my prayer. Me and my boyfriend Sasha, we wanted to go to the kibbutz near us to visit his parents, to celebrate the Simchat Torah. In that weekend, Sasha said, I don't want to go. And it was very strange because all the time he told me, when I say to my parents that I come, I never cancel because it may hurt my mother. But in that weekend, Sasha said, Sapir, I don't want to go, and I don't know why. And unfortunately, I convinced him, and we arrived to the kibbutz. In Saturday, I woke up at 6 in the morning because I heard the bombs. It was a barrage of rockets, very, very strong. It was like boom, 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 boom. And we were in a guest room with no shelter. We couldn't find even 20 seconds of silence to run to the parents' house to enter to the shelter. And I say, Sasha, what we can do? I can't wait here to explode. So maybe we can lie down near the wall, it feels more safe. So we lie down near the wall, maybe an hour of bombs. And after an hour, we got a message from his mother. And the message is, there are terrorists in kibbutz Be'eri. Be'eri is 15 minutes from near us. We entered to Ynet and we saw an article. Terrorists are slaughtering us and the army doesn't come. When I saw this article, I was so scared. I was so scared. And after 2 minutes, we got another message. Sasha looked at his phone and turned it. And I knew what the message, but I didn't want to believe, so I asked him, Sasha, what the message? And he told me, no matter what, just be quiet. I took a blanket, I put it over myself like this. I didn't want to see anything. And we lying down under the bed, we hide under the bed because there is no place to hide. And then I heard, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Maybe hundreds of terrorists entered to the kibbutz. And I heard things explode, and I heard the screams of the terrorists and the screams of the people that were killed by these savages. And it's heard like they go home by home and they're shooting everywhere, everyone, and you just wait to your turn. And they come close and close to us, and I was terrified. I was terrified. I was shaking, all my body was water. And I say this prayer again and again and again, and when I say it, I felt something deep inside of me. I felt peace. And I didn't understand how can I feel like that in this situation. And finally they go to our house. They shut the door, they broke it. At that moment I say, God, I will save Shabbat, I will save Shabbat. Just keep us. So I'm saved Shabbat. And they entered to our house, they took everything, they broke everything. I just heard a very high level of noise, and then I heard Sasha scream. They took me from the blanket, maybe 10 terrorists, and they took us separately. When I go outside, I saw Sasha with the knees on the floor, with the hands over his head, with bleeding face. They beat him. And they put me on bike with 2 terrorists. And that was the last moment that I saw him. We go to Gaza. And when I came inside Gaza, I saw maybe thousands of people in the street. All the street was full of civilians, the innocent civilians. They are all come to touch me, they come to beat me, and they beat me so strong that I put the hands over my head and I say, God, please save me. And finally, the 2 terrorists saved me, because the main goal in most of the situations is to take you alive. In Gaza, I was 1 month in houses, 1 month in tunnels, in hard conditions. But I felt miracles every day. And I think that one of the biggest miracles that I felt is that I understood that I'm supposed to be in this place. I was with another hostage, a young girl, 16 years old. I met her on the first day. And when I saw her, she was crying and she was terrified. And when I saw her, I say, God, I don't need more than it to understand that I'm supposed to be here. I want to keep this girl. I want to make her happy. And from that moment that I decided to take this responsibility, I felt so powerful. I felt so strong that I could take every bad moment and make it a funny moment. And this girl, she doesn't understand, how can I do that? And even the terrorist didn't understand, how can I be happy in this situation? One day, one of them drew a memorial candle I was so angry, and I was saying, why? Why wrote my name? And he said, I don't love you. You're my enemy. I hate you. But when you are here, all this place is lighting. And I'm saying, God, I heard it from terrorists. And every day, I said 3 things. The first is my prayer, 27 Kafzayin in Tehillim. The second is, thank you, God, that you sent me to this place, because I feel all the power that you gave me, and I know how to use this power to keep myself and to keep this girl. And the last is, thank you, God, about all the angels that you sent me to this hell. And when I came back to Israel, and I saw how many people prayed for me in Israel, in all over the world, how many people decided to be more good people because they believed that this thing will bring me back. I understood that all these angels that I felt, they are not imaginary. But unfortunately, there are many hostages still there, and I saw some groups of hostages that get just salt water for drink. This water destroys their body. That get just 1 pita per day. Some of them have very bad illnesses. Some of them injured because these savages beat them and shot them. And these hostages, they don't get the appropriate treatment and the appropriate medicine. On the first day, I saw another hostage, an old man, 85 years old. They beat him so strong that after a few days he died. These hostages think every day about their families. They don't even know who's still alive and who dead. And these thoughts kill them every day more and more. My boyfriend Sasha is still there, and all his family kidnapped or killed. The hostages, they don't have time, and we need to do everything to bring them back home in the light. I want to share with you a special moment from the captivity that maybe this is the most important thing. One day, the terrorist called me to watch TV. And when I watched TV, I saw a very big demonstration in Tel Aviv. I saw thousands of people. I saw all our people together demonstrate for bring the hostages back. And I was so happy to see that, because what I remember before the October 7 is a very big division in our nation. So I was so happy to see that, but what surprised me even more is that one of the terrorists said, when all the Jewish together like this, they are very, very strong. And this is a terrorist war. And I believe that this is the main goal of this war, to make all the Jewish together. Thank you.